Welcome back to the Black Sheep channel. I am the Black Sheep, and this is another Black Sheep Reviews episode. Today, we're going to review my new favorite flashlight. It is called the Nebo Redline X, and this thing is awesome. I know you've seen a lot of flashlight videos lately, but this thing is pretty cool, and I'm going to break it down and tell you why right now. First of all, get some dimensions on this thing. You can see the size. We're about 6. It's got a zoom feature. As you see, I can zoom it in and zoom it out. If I zoom it all the way in to its tightest configuration, you're about 5.8 inches in length. You're about 1.25 inches in diameter. And you can kind of see how it fits in my hand. Fits in perfectly. And if you'll notice, this is a rear control. And the rear control is kind of special and one of the reasons I got this flashlight. Let me tell you, maybe you've got a flashlight at home with a rear control, a little button on the back that you push to activate the flashlight. I've got a bunch of those cheapy dollar store ones laying around, and that's what I had laying next to my gun in the middle of the night when we heard a bump, and I picked it up, and I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I've been working an assembly job lately. If you've been following some of my other channels, I've been not doing my normal sales. I have lost my sales position, and I've been trying to pay the bills doing an assembly job in the automotive industry. Okay, I can tell you, for those of you who don't do assembly work, my soft little salesman hands were not ready for that kind of salesman work. I mean, that kind of assembly work. And I've got, we're doing 10-hour shifts. It's a busy little place. It's a great place to work, but the work itself on my 50-plus-year-old hands, I've got some numb spots in my fingers and also some pain in the tips of my fingers. So I went to go activate that cheapy little button flashlight the other night when I'm checking the apartment, and it hurt like a son of a bitch, and I had a hell of a time activating the stupid light. And I thought, well, that's not going to really work for me. Enter the Nebo Redline X. I found this at my second job, by the way. I'm working at a pawn gun store now, and they happen to carry a lot of the Nebo line. And this thing is the Redline X. As I mentioned, you got to zoom in and out. When you zoom it out, you're only adding a quarter inch. You're going to 6.25 inches in overall length. Okay, it's a 4-time zoom, so you can go from a spot to a flood. The lumens on this thing, in low mode, it's got 4 different modes. In low mode, you're 120, is it? 180. In low mode, it's 180 lumens. In high mode, it is 720 lumens. Then it's got one of those flashy disco psychedelic. People call that a security mode. It's going to disorient your attacker. I just see an attacker either busting out into like a disco move or tripping back to an acid thing, but I don't get the disoriented thing. But it's got one of those modes: flashy, 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 flashy. And then it's got a turbo mode, and in turbo mode, I won't point it at the camera, you got 1,800 lumens. Yeah, this small, 1,800 lumens. Back to the switch in the back. It's called their Switch X technology. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but you got 2 different paddles back here, and they're tactically, one's a smaller one, and I can feel it's lower, and it feels different. It's got little pebbles on it. And then the bigger one, it's a little higher and up over here, so I don't have to even see it. I can tactically feel the difference between those 2 paddles. And activating the main paddle will go into the last mode it was in, and in this case, this is high mode. This is 720 lumens. And then the little paddle down here, I hit that, and it'll toggle between modes. So this is the 180 lumen, low mode. And then I could toggle that twice to get the psychedelic mode. The wife doesn't like that mode either. And to hold it, either button down, and you'll get into turbo mode. Oops. Hold on. From 0. Hold the button down. Hold on. I broke it. No. Hold the small paddle down to get into turbo mode. Anyway, turbo mode will last for 45 seconds to protect the light and the battery. So that's why turbo mode is only in a holding down the paddle, and it's 45 seconds max. After 45 seconds counts out, turbo mode's going to go off. You turn it on into low mode and leave it on. You got 4 hours on a fully charged battery. 4 hours in low mode, and in high mode, that's the 780 lumen mode, you've got 2 hours battery life. Note on the battery, this is a USB rechargeable flashlight. One of the things I liked about it. You know, I've got that little Chaffon rechargeable battery. I charge the phones on it every single day. It's got like 4 to 6 USB charging ports. This would easily go in there. I know I can always charge this battery. The battery is also replaceable. It is a Nebo only rechargeable battery. You can't buy a generic for this, but it's only $12.99 for the replacement battery, should you ever need to replace it. I don't know how long these things last, but a long time. It's also shockproof rated as far as 1 meter drop, something like that, 3-foot drop. It's also waterproof rated in an IP7, what's it called? IP67 rating, which simply means you can drop it in up to 3 feet of water and leave it submerged for up to 30 minutes, and it's rated for that kind of abuse. So not just kind of getting it wet in the rain kind of thing. This thing's rated to be submerged. It's got a little bit of a crenellated bezel there, so self-defense style if you want. If you notice, it fits in my fist almost perfectly. We got the on-off button, and then you got the bezel just at the right point for striking. I love this little thing. Retail on this is $39.99. $39.95. I think $39.95 is retail. I will put the link in the description. NeboTools.com is their website, and they have a ton of cool lights. So this is just the first of my Nebo quick reviews that we're going to do. This is the Fireline X, or the Redline X, Fireline. Redline X from Nebo, $39.99, rechargeable, up to 1800 lumens, 4 different modes, waterproof, shockproof. I think for the money, you can't beat this thing. And when you see the rest of the lights that I do from Nebo, you'll be impressed too. I like, they've got a whole bunch of them. I want to do the micro next maybe, or there's a flex version of this that's just a little bit shorter that also takes AA's in case you don't want to use a rechargeable. So check out, I'm not an affiliate of Nebo. I'm not getting a dime from Nebo. I bought this flashlight, full disclosure, with my own money. I got a little bit of an employee discount because I work at the store. But I bought this flashlight with my own money. I have nothing to do with Nebo. There's no affiliate yet. As my channel grows, if I start getting tons of subscribers and Nebo sends me an email and says, hey, here's our affiliate program, we'd like you to join, I'll let you know. But at this point, no affiliate program. I'm not getting anything from recommending this other than this is a cool flashlight. I'm sharing it with you guys. And that's what you're going to find on the Black Sheep Reviews channels right now. We're a small channel. I got no commercials. I got no Patreon stuff. It's not going to cost you anything to watch me. So hit the subscribe button, catch all my videos, and we'll see you, next time on the Black Sheep channel.